Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. In this video today, I want us to analyze the clearest indications that Uhuru Kenyatta supports Raila's presidential bid. That's what I want us to discuss in this YouTube channel, or rather in this video today. In the past 1 week now, there have been very strong rumors, and most political analysts are also of an opinion that Uhuru Kenyatta endorsed Raila recently in Kisumu during Madaraka Day celebration. If we leave alone that, ladies and gentlemen, or rather after that, some indications have emerged that also prove and shows clearly that Uhuru Kenyatta has already endorsed Raila Amolo Odinga. And for those who are still doubting, sit back, relax, and let me explain things. The first indication that shows Uhuru Kenyatta has already endorsed Raila Amolo Odinga is the behavior by one person in the name of Gideon Moi and his party, KANU. As I talk now, ladies and gentlemen, and even in yesterday's magazine, rather newspapers, they captured a story of a split in Oka, simply because the Oka principals already believe that Gideon Moi has already endorsed Raila Amolo Odinga or is about to endorse Raila Amolo Odinga. That's the first indication. If you see Gideon Moi endorsing Raila Amolo Odinga, then take it to the bank, just as I did say in my yesterday's video. That's Uhuru Kenyatta endorsing Raila Amolo Odinga. Gideon cannot function without Uhuru Kenyatta. That's the first indication. The second indication that shows clearly Uhuru Kenyatta has already endorsed Raila Amolo Odinga is the U-turn by Governor Joho and Governor Oparanya. These two governors some few weeks ago, or rather some months ago, made it very, very clear that they were stopping at nothing but the presidency. They wanted to challenge Raila Amolo Odinga for the presidency through the ODM party ticket. And in this video, I did analyze that that was a scheme, or rather a strategy, to bolt out of ODM. But if you now see them making a U-turn, and they are now supporting Raila, or rather appearing to throw their weight behind Raila Amolo Odinga, it just shows that they might have gotten the hint that Uhuru Kenyatta has already endorsed Raila Amolo Odinga or is about to endorse Raila Amolo Odinga. And these two governors knows pretty well that should that happen, then Raila will be the next president of Kenya. So they just want to be part of that government. Let me read for you what Joe sometimes said and also what Oparanya said for you to understand me better. Joe had this to say about a week ago. I have had numerous discussions with the former Prime Minister which have left me convinced that the vision and dream that we have chased unsuccessfully over the years is around the corner. His brother, the president, shares that belief very strongly. That's Governor Joho. Then Oparanya had this to say. I have worked closely with Raila for many years since 2005 when I joined the party. I will consult with him on what position I will go for in case he will be running for president. Yes, Oparanya is even now becoming more of a sycophant. He's saying that he's going to consult Raila Amolo Odinga on which position himself, Oparanya, should now go for. That just tells you, ladies and gentlemen, that these two governors have gotten a very strong hint that Uhuru and Raila are in this thing for the long haul. That's the second clear indication. If you still doubt that, then wait again, we go to the third indication. The third indication, ladies and gentlemen, are the Kieleweke bloggers. As I talk right now, Kieleweke bloggers, those who are closely allied to the president, led by Pauline Njoroge, they are all campaigning for Raila Amolo Odinga presidential ambition as I talk. As I talk, they have already started the campaigns for Raila Amolo Odinga. That's a clear indication that Uhuru Kenyatta has just thrown his weight behind Raila Amolo Odinga, or has just given a hint on his preferred successor for 2022 presidential race. That's the third clear indication. If you still doubt, let's jump to the fourth indication. The fourth indication, though this has been with us for a very long time, is one person in the name of David Murathe. This one David Murathe. You know, David Murathe, about 2 weeks ago, he got emotional and he wrote through his Facebook account that people should get it into their heads. People should get it into their heads that it's a Mandela moment. That's David Murathe, a very close ally of the president. And David Murathe, for those who have been keenly following politics, some times back, David Murathe made it very clear that the president will not leave power to a thief. That's David Murathe. The president, though people brushed him off and said he's a drunkard and all those, so they called him all sorts of names. Then the president himself again came out and repeated the same words after some months had passed. Same words that Murathe has been using. The president made it very clear that we will not leave Kenya to a thief. The same word or the same thing Murathe has been saying. So Murathe has on numerous occasions, Murathe and his commanders, minor commander, Murathe has made it very, very clear that it's a Mandela moment. And Murathe has not changed that statement. He has not come and told us that now is not a Mandela moment. He has made that very, very clear. And from where I sit, folks, ladies and gentlemen, it's not surprising to hear the president some times back, as we head closer to 2022, repeating the same word, Mandela moment. You know, for you to understand politics properly, you must look at the bigger picture altogether. You should not be more emotional. Yeah, you might love a candidate, you might love Ruto, you might love Mudavadi, you may be loving Kalonzo, but there are some realities that you cannot change. As things stand, all indications are pointing to the fact that Uhuru Kenyatta is endorsing Raila Amolo Odinga, or has endorsed Raila Amolo Odinga behind the scenes. And that's why you are seeing all this, the likes of Gideon Moi, Governor Joe making a U-turn of Paranya, Kieleweke bloggers, David Murathe. They are all reading from the same script. Yes. So, you know, there are so many indications that I can talk about. But I identified these four because I strongly believe that they are the surest and the most clearest indication that Uhuru Kenyatta supports Raila for the presidency. You know, in Kenya, Kenyans are doubting Thomases. Even as I talk now, some people will be doubting. They will be still saying Uhuru anachezea Raila, all that, all sorts of things. That's Kenya. And it's their opinion anyway. But if you want to know exactly what is happening, and if you don't want to live in denial, then you must open your eyes wide and see clearly that Uhuru Kenyatta is going for Raila Amolo Odinga. And I'm saying that because in this YouTube channel, again, I've been maintaining that a strong William Ruto is a blessing in disguise to Raila Amolo Odinga. We all know after the by-elections, leave alone this Juja and Ruri and Bonchari, the first by-elections that was done in Machakos, Kabuchai, and Matungu. After those by-elections, Ruto was weakened And during that time, Ruto was weak. That was the time there was very strong rumors that Uhuru wanted to betray Raila Amolo Odinga during that time. And then after this by-election that Georgia Ruri Ward Bonchari, Ruto came out to be very, very strong. And now this is the time now, indications are now becoming clear that Uhuru is now going for Raila Amolo Odinga. So it simply means that a strong William Ruto is a blessing to one Raila Amolo Odinga. So Raila supporters and Ruto supporters should be celebrating together, because Raila is a blessing to them, Ruto is a blessing to Raila. So they should actually be celebrating together, ladies and gentlemen. So having said all this, I strongly believe from where I sit that the president has a soft spot for a Raila Amolo Odinga presidency, because he believes that it's only Raila Amolo Odinga who given the current circumstances, can stop a William Ruto presidency. Because as it appears, the president, Uhuru Kenyatta and Gideon Moi, they seem to be having something like a blood pact. That Uhuru Kenyatta cannot leave Gideon Moi to languish, or rather to perish. Uhuru Kenyatta cannot leave Gideon Moi to perish. And the moment that Uhuru favors Ruto, then Gideon Moi is going to perish. But Uhuru cannot do that. Therefore, Uhuru must bring in Raila to act as a transitional presidency to pave way for Gideon Moi. Otherwise, folks, let me leave it there. If you've bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, just as I did mention when we were starting, tap on the subscription button and also on the notification bell. If you are watching us outside of Kenya for the very first time, drop a comment and let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana.